Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome to Memorial Day Special. I'm your host, Davies Tallow, and we've been putting this out the same day that I recorded it. I usually wait a day. Was thinking about doing a live video, but nah, not quite ready to do that. But today we're doing something that I've been putting off and putting off and putting off, and I thought, no, today is probably the perfect day for this. Involves the band King Crimson, a very great progressive rock band, started in 1969. And of course, I'm not where I should be here in my other video screen here. Okay, now we're supposed to be here. King Crimson, that says started in 1969 and has had quite a few members over the years. Uh, Three different incarnations, or first one was 68 to 74, then 81 to 84, 94 to 2003, 2008, 2009, and then the last one, 2013 to 2021. Will they come back? Remains to be seen. You never know with their ringleader, Robert Fripp. In fact, let's go through the members here. Robert Fripp, Peter Seinfeld, Michael Giles, Greg Lake, Ian McDonald, Mel Collins, Peter Giles, Gordon Haskell, Annie McCullough, Ian Wallace, Bose Burrell, Bill Buford, John Wetton, David Cross, Jamie Muir, Adrian Belew, Tony Levine, Pat Masleto, Trey Gunn, Garvin Harrison, Jacko Jasnik, Jacko Jazik. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that one. Bill Ruffian and Jamie Stacy. A lot of a lot of members over the years. Of course, the mainstay here, Robert Fripp. Great guy, but he can be out there sometimes. But anyway, we're going to be ranking the album covers, the album art of all 13 studio albums. And this was quite challenging because King Crimson wasn't known for its basically, well, later, especially later on. In the beginning, yes, but later on, it was known for the album art department. You know, it wasn't big bombastic as far as I'm concerned. The earlier stuff was great, you know, but we'll get into that. Okay, 13 albums. Start with my least favorite, work out to my favorite, because my least favorite doesn't mean I absolutely loathe it. Though there are album covers out there that I loathe. Maybe someday I'll do something like that. Album covers are absolutely loathe. So anyway, there's one by the Scorpions that I absolutely loathe, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, and that was the original Virgin Killer album cover that had a preteen child nude on the front. A strategically placed crack, like a crack in a mirror, in a certain place. Yeah, no, I'm glad I never got that album cover. I'm glad I got the one that replaced it with the band on the front. Though I think they could have come up with something better. than either one. So, but anyway, getting ahead of ourselves here. Okay, number 13. Basically, the second album of the second coming of King Crimson. Released June 18th, 1982. Beat. Uh, yeah. How? I don't know if you get any more boring than a musical note, and you can barely see King Crimson Beat right there. Of course, you can see the cracks. Don't you love it when you order this CDs and it comes with cracks in them because they've been piled stuff on top of them. Well, of course, there's nothing you can do about it unless you send it back, of course. But anyway, the album cover, no, bland. Um, maybe they could have had something like on the lines of a picture of Robert Fripp getting beat over the head with a rolling pin or something, or guitar, something more than that. So anyway, that's my number 13. Beat, beat it on out of here. Okay, number 12. Another album that's kind of bland. I remember reading something about this, how the artist sent Robert Fripp different pictures they'd done, and Robert picked this, which he didn't think he thought it'd be the other way around. Anyway, released May 23rd, 2000. The Construction of Light. And yes, there's a K in construction along with the C. What that's supposed to signify, I have no idea. I guess I could read about it here, but oh well. Uh, yeah. Uh, Again, better than Beat, but still bland. I do believe there were other depictions or other pictures that he'd sent. Oh, here's one right here. That's not much better. Here's another one. That one a little bit more interesting. Because it's got, if you look, it's got, it kind of looks like an alien creature in the background there. Um, yeah, there's some more. So anyway, oh, here we go. Yeah, good album, but album cover. Sorry, the only thing that keeping this from the bottom is Beat. So anyway, on to number 11. Okay, released March 29th, 1974. Starless and Bible Black. Uh, Again, the only thing that's keeping this out of last place is Beat and the Construction of Light. Um, Interesting color scheme, but it looks like that somebody did some watercolor blotches on a piece of white paper, and then after it dried, imprinted King Crimson and Starless and Bible Black. Not a lot of imagination here going on here. But, good album. Terrible, terrible artwork. I guess Robert or whoever was going for simple, and he got it. Oh, so anyway, that's my number. Yeah, my number 11. On to number 10. Okay, I said it. A lot of other people have said it. Probably the worst thing you can do on an album cover is put the band on it, unless it's done in a tasteful way. Instead of having just them going, or just yeah. I knew King Crimson couldn't be immune from this, and they weren't. Released October 6, 1974. Red. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, why they chose this. You got Robert Fripp, Bill Buford, and John Wetton on here. After everybody else had left the band by this point. In fact, this would be the last album by King Crimson until uh, Discipline. I believe it came out in 1980, 81, something like that. So maybe they're just saying, well, just take a picture of us and throw it on there, and that'll be good enough. But I think it would have been, maybe they should have just done an all red cover. Put the hammer and sickle in the upper corner. Who knows? Yeah. But I don't, very rarely do you have a band that doesn't have an album with the band on it. I think just about everybody's fallen for that at some point. So anyway, that's my number 10, Red. Red is for Fred. Okay. One thing that King Crimson was also well known for is their play on words. Of course, a lot of bands do that, but King Crimson, interesting. Released up March 27th, 1984. Three of a Perfect Pair. Uh, yeah, this could have ended up anywhere down at the bottom. I almost put this lower, but the ones that preceded it are just a little bit worse. What that's supposed to be, I have no idea. It's baffling why anybody can say, "Oh, okay, yeah, it's true. Yes, choose this one." That's, that's yeah, heck with it. Just throw that on there. I get a headache. I don't want to think too much about it. Just or just do do a squiggly line across some colored paper, and we'll use that. We'll call it the squiggly line album. Um, Good album, dreadful, but tad better than the preceding four. That's number 9. Three of a Perfect Pair. Okay. number 8. This one, again, I don't understand it. Released April 3rd, 1995. Now, I don't know how, if it's Thrack or Track, whichever. Again, piece of metal with a hole in it on the spine or whatever. You got small right, King Crimson, Track or Thrack. Do you like that? King Crimson. Yes, it's our album. It's almost as if Robert said, don't put anything on the cover. Just have this. You know, we'll keep the we'll put the name on the spine. You know, but yeah, um, there's an imprint on here. It looks like an A. I don't know. But the only thing keeping this, like again, the only thing keeping this from the bottom is its predecessors. So that's my number 8 track or thrack or mumbo jumbo, whatever. And now we're starting to get into better waters here with number 7, uh, album that heralded the second coming of King Crimson. Released September 22nd, 1981. Discipline. Red. Interesting art, knots there. But again, you got King Crimson. Discipline. Do you get that? King Crimson. Discipline. Let's make it very small. It's like with this and this one and one of the other ones, it's like they're almost afraid to put the band's name on it. Good album though. Of course, all King Crimson's albums are great. It's just I don't know what, but better artwork. Okay, that's my number 7 on the 6. Okay, released March 23rd, 1973. Good album. Again, Lark's tongues in aspect. Here, guess what? No King Crimson. No album title. Just the sun, the moon, and that's it. Cool. If you want to know what the album is, you have to go to the back. Of course, this is the era where a lot of bands were putting out albums without any inkling to what the album was, or whose album or anything. The only way you knew it is from the plastic coating or plastic wrap that came on the album when you first bought it. The plastic wrap you would try to save as long as possible, but it's just not possible. It eventually break down and roll up, and you'd end up throwing it away. So, but better, so better artwork. So that's number 6. Now we're at the top 5 at 5. Getting into better waters here. So onward we go. All right. Number 5. Probably I might get some flack for this, but I don't know. This album cover kind of creeps me out. I know it creeps a lot of people out. Released October 10th, 1969. Album that will go down in infamy. In the Court of the Crimson King. And yes, some guy screaming. 21st century schizoid man. But great album. I, I think that a lot of people, this album cover really upset them. A lot of people. Um, Barry Godber, a computer programmer, a friend of Seinfeld, Peter Seinfeld, uh, painted the design of the album cover, and it says he used his own face. Um, he died in 1970 of a heart attack shortly after the album's release. So it was only his only album cover. Uh, and of course, Robert Fripp owns the painting that was used. Uh, Fripp had this to say about Godber's artwork. Peter Seinfeld bought this painting in, and the band loved it. Originally recovered the original from the managing label, EG Records, offices because they kept it exposed to bright light at the risk of ruining it. So I ended up removing it. The face on the outside is the schizoid man, and on the inside is the Crimson King. If you cover the smiling face, the eyes reveal an incredible sadness, and that's true. If you cover the most of the face of the Crimson King, his eyes are really sad. So, but of course, like I said, this is the schizoid man. Anyway, that's my number 5. Of course, I know a lot of people are saying, "Well, how can that not be number 1?" Well, you will see. Onward we go. Okay, released December 3rd, 1971. This is where King Crimson really got into uh, progressive music. Really got progressive here. Islands. A lot of people don't get the album cover. Of course, here again, if you want to know who it is, you have to go to the back cover. Of course, bands like Led Zeppelin, they wouldn't even do that. There would be absolutely nothing on the cover, back or front or back. I think I want to say 2 of their albums didn't even have it on the spine. But this cover I really genuinely like. I mean, it's interesting. Um, I guess you'd say the islands of heaven, outer space, whatever. Really interesting. Um, so the album cover, the original UK and European cover depicted the Trifid Nebula in Sagittarius and displayed neither the name of the band or title. Of course, that's what we see here. The United States and Canadian album cover was released by Atlantic was a Peter Seinfeld painting, off white with colored islands. So um, it doesn't show that picture of Peter's painting, but I think that this one, kind of weird. I really like it. Anyway, that's number 4. Onward we go. Okay. On this one, we're going all the way to their last album, released March 4th, 2003. The Power to Believe. Interesting album cover. I mean, this has got lot going on. People wearing gas masks, a child that looks like he's facing bad consequences here. Back cover. I think it's got some interesting artwork inside. There's the band at the time. That one's kind of creepy. That one we won't show. Little risque there. But, this one is, they're using their imagination, on the artwork here, which is good. Definitely not boring, but still not top quality, but we're getting there. We're getting close here to number 1. Okay, released December 10th, 1970. Album where they've started exploring a little bit of, progressive, getting more progressive here. Lizard. Now, this album I really like, but the one that's to come is just a tad better. But I do like album covers like this. It's got interesting things. You can sit there and look at the album cover and find different scenes and stuff. A lot of different going ons here. And what's neat, you could actually, if you wanted to, you can take this, turn it around, and have a different color. Yeah, different color, different cover. If you can get it back in there. Okay, come on. There we go. Ta-da! But and the title, Lizard. Didn't really say anything about the title. But anyway, that's my number 2, Lizard. Okay. Of course, if you are a King Crimson fan, you know what my number 1 is. And that was released May 15th, 1970, in the wake of Poseidon. This is tough, picking the top 5. Well, overall, it was tough, but there's the back cover. These, again, you have no name or anything on the front. You have to go to the back, but still, it's just an interesting cover. And it's the era or area where the original band uh, was breaking up. Greg Lake went to form Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but he stayed on and did the vocals for this. Content Strong. I really love this album. This and the first one, excellent albums. Of course, they're all all King Crimson is great, but first two are really special. Um, and again, the artwork really special. On this, the third one, the first one, well, the first one, like I said, is creepy, but it fits. It fits. So anyway, there you have my ranking of the album cover art of King Crimson. Said I've been putting it off, but today's the day. And it's going to go out the same day, so enjoy, and we will see you. Of course, check out my remaining days of 31 ballads, power ballads for the month of May. Uh, haven't got anything major planned for next month, though. We'll do more album cover rankings and whatnot, and try to come up with some other things for this year. So have a good one. Oh, please subscribe, like the video, hit the notification bell, and leave your own your own ranking of the album covers. I'd be interested to see it. See how you depict or like the album covers. But anyway, have a good week, and we will see you when we see you.